You can retire on Social Security. Chapter 1, the indexing factor. Your Social Security benefit is based on the highest 35 years of your indexed earnings. This is hugely important, my friends. So let me state it again. Your Social Security benefit is based on your highest 35 years of indexed earnings. Naturally, you might ask, well, what are indexed earnings? This is the amount Social Security increases your actual earnings to account for inflation. Table 1 below is directly from the Social Security website, which shows a worker born in 1957 and his wages throughout his working career. For example, look at the year 1995. And here's Table 1. We'll go down here. So we're going to look at the year 1995, which is right there. All right, so we got 2.0369 index earnings. So let's go back up. This will be kind of hard to do while I'm reading it, but just you'll get the gist of it. It's all good, all good. And if you buy the book, you don't have to wait on old Josh to read this. And I'll pay that lady again to who I did my other 2 audiobooks, and she'll read it for me again. So it'll be a little more professional than what I'm doing here in my Boston Bruins t-shirt. All right, so look at the year 1995. This guy made $24,265. His actual Social Security benefit, though, is not based on that amount. It's inflated by 2.0369 to give him an indexed earnings for that year of $49,424. I hope that makes sense because so many people get this wrong. Yours truly even. I'll never forget looking at my own Social Security statement and seeing wages of $7,854 from when I was in the Army in 1989. I was despondent, thinking I would get nothing from the system because I didn't make much money. But much later, I learned that $7,854 I made in 1989 is inflated by a factor of 4.26, blah, blah, blah. For Social Security purposes, my 1989 earnings were actually $33,459 because you take your earnings from 1989, your actual amount, and you times it by your indexed amount, and that's what you get, $33,459 for my year. Now take a look at the year 1989 in Table 1. So let's go back to Table 1, look at 1989. This guy has an index factor of 2.5036. What did I have, though? I had an index factor of 4.6. So hang in there. There's a different thing you got to follow and you got to understand it. What is the indexing factor in this case? It's 2.5036, which is substantially lower than mine. Why? Because your indexing factor is based on your year of birth. You can find your specific indexing numbers on the Social Security website here. I'm not going to click on the links, and this is just a PDF. So if you buy the footnotes on the bottom, the last couple pages, tons of footnotes. If you buy the digital thing, you can just click on it. It'll take it right there. It's crazy. I've looked at all of them, and it works like a charm. Unless at some point they change the websites, but it points to the right direction as we sit here today. Simply enter the year you turn 62, which is your earliest year of eligibility, also known as your ELY. I never understood why they call it ELY. Earliest year of eligibility is ELY. And you'll get the indexing factor for which you can adjust your previous year earnings. The example used in Table 1 is for a worker who made roughly the average earnings in the U.S. over the past 40 years. His income of $16,027 in 1985 is the equivalent of $47,942 today. His income of $24,265 in 1995 is the equivalent of $49,424 today, and so on. Remember, and I need to say this again, your actual benefit is based on your indexed amounts, i.e. the inflated amount. Unfortunately, the statement you receive from Social Security doesn't say anything about the indexing factor. Below is a sample statement from the Social Security Administration for Wanda Worker, as the Social Security Administration calls her. This information is incredibly helpful as it shows the exact income she made in her work history that's subject to Social Security tax. What you'll notice is the statement does not show indexed earnings. However, if we get to the Social Security indexing calculator, just click there, you can see that the $17,869 she made in 1989 will be indexed by 2.5974188, which gives us an indexed amount of $46,413. And it's that $46,413 that is used to determine Wanda's actual benefit. Remember, the indexing amounts vary by your year of birth. So what you need to do is go to that website to get your indexing factor specific to you, and then we can move on to the fun part, determining your benefit base. All right, and some of these tables I put at the bottom here. Some of these tables. So I do give you the link. Actually, I need to probably square that up. Below is the link to the table for Wanda Worker. So if you click on right there, you'll see the link to the Wanda Worker sample statement. You can't do it in the book, obviously, but on the digital, all the links work. All right, so let's stop that. All right, cool. So we'll go into chapter 2 next. Thanks.